Okay, welcome everyone to the third episode of Time for Learn. Previously on Time for Learn, we kind of felt our way a bit through this flag set. We discovered that randomized treasures is on. Hi Danny. We discovered randomized treasures is on. We discovered that script shuffle is off, which makes some of our decisions both easier and harder to gauge because Enemizer kind of ruins everything. Jared went into Marsh Cave expecting, at the very least, a thing at a Marsh incentive and got nothing for it, and found himself in the position of, okay, what do? We join our hero in progress. It looks like we made it back to Elfland, and from here, I know in a previous episode he talked about going out to the Inner Sea. I will be curious to see if he has early sages on, because essentially his destination is either Earth Cave or Crescent Lake. But let's see what he does.
Hey, it's me, ProJared. Welcome back to the Final Fantasy Randomizer. I made it back to town after going to the Marsh Cave to get the crown for Astos, only for there to be no crown. Which is what we like to call unfortunate. So
it's worth noting that that might not necessarily have been an oops on his part. It depends on how the incentive items shake out. It's entirely possible that he marked Marsh as an incentive location only for it to turn up as a dud. So
I'm gonna grab some level 4 spells while we're here, because Ian and Jeef have leveled up to the point where they can cast level 4 spells, which is awesome.
Level 4 spells. So looking at this, Heal 3 is a super get. Exit is a super get, because if we're gonna be going to Earth Cave looking for the incentive item, that's halfway through the dungeon. And if we don't have the rod, which I do not recall if we have the rod or not, it's not marked off on the tracker, getting out is awkward without warp or exit. So exit makes this super good.
That heal 3. Exit, also super good. Don't really need warp when you have exit, but whatever.
So why do we want warp if exit is available? Well, they both have their uses. For example, when we shuffle the ordeals pillars around, if you choose the wrong pillar and you end up going back to start or whatever, if you cast warp, you'll go back to the last pillar that you were just at. Super good use. Ice Cave, that chest that in the vanilla game has the floater in it, if you hop down in one of the holes and cast warp, you'll pop back up right where the hole is, and you can walk onto the eye tile, or you can do the one right behind it, and you can get the ice incentive chest that way. Can't do that with exit. Outside of that, yeah, generally exit's better than warp.
And get Jeef Lightning 3.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think you really need anything else.
Mm-mm.
Ice 2 is a backup. It's kind of a step down. Whatever. So I think I need to hop onto the ship. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Cobras.
Spectres, are they the paralyzing kind? They might be.
Enemizer really likes putting the wrong enemies in the wrong places.
Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Normally when you go up here, you find some TNT to give the dwarves, and they use that TNT to blow open the canal, allowing you to progress through an area that you weren't able to before. But since I found the canal just in a box, not even the TNT, but the canal itself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they also put a bridge there. That's new. So I guess I could also walk over at some point?
Why is there a bridge there? Well, it turns out that sometimes people park their boats in the weirdest places. Definitely not me, always me. So a fix was put in at some point so that when the canal is there, like say for example, I park my boat down at Elfland, and for whatever traveling purposes, I ended up walking up along that, basically walking up along there. Oops, that's not where that goes. Basically walking up along there to turn in my stuff. Well, if that's gone, I can no longer go back down through. So now there's a bridge there so that you can A, sail through it, and B, walk over it. It's kind of one of those soft lock prevention things. It's really good.
But normally, this is blocked up, and now I can just go through it. But the dwarf cave is up here to the north. And I think I should check them out first because you never
Sure.
know. That's not a red bone, that's a white bone. Kill him.
Slight thing I want to mention here. A lot of people love using like the weird palette shift stuff because, oh my god, all the enemies are the weird colors. This encounter is like one of my textbook examples for why I don't use it anymore, because it's one of those things where it causes my brain to kind of like process information a second time. I look at them visually, that's a bone. 1,000,000% that's the sprite and the color scheme for a bone. Name says it's an R bone. Those are two different things. Those require two different approaches. Regular bones, literally anything will push them over. R bones, I actually kind of have to think and try, maybe let's consider fire spells or whatever.
Done. Okay,
Loose
you guys
items?
got any, a soft? 2 softs, awesome.
Worth a shot.
With the crystal, even the blind can see.
Hooray Dwarf.
I
Critical error snubbing the Hooray Dwarf. This will come back to haunt him.
really need your, this is the guy who needs the adamant. Do you still even want the adamant? Yeah. Okay, adamantium to make the best sword in the game. Which I think is Excalibur, which I already got. This is the locked one. If only I had TNT, blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't even need to worry about the TNT ever. That will never be marked off on my tracker.
This is one of the other things that can sometimes be a trap to fall into. We have the canal. So what do we need the TNT for? Well, you see, if fetch quest rewards are shuffled, that TNT is going to become something else, right? And I have reason to believe that that's the case because we actually found canal from Princess. Semantic difference between in a box and from the Princess. Either way, canal is not from a fetch reward. Specifically not from the TNT reward, and it wasn't free. That tells me that fetch quest items are shuffled. That tells me that TNT is gonna become a thing.
Any of you guys got treasures? No? It's just those 2, huh?
Yeah, there's only 2 loose treasures in Dwarf Cave.
2 softs. Damn, okay. Well, ignoring... Well, no, not ignoring the dwarf cave forever. If I ever get the key, I can go back there and get the, locked room. Oh my god, I guess I'm gonna go on to the 4th town. Which is scary, as I'm severely underleveled.
Foreshadowing. The only reason that 4th town is scary is if we have Zozo Melmond on. Let's see what happens.
Ah! And under-armored.
Ah. Just blow them up.
Thankfully, Ian's got harm 4. And these are undead. They can cause blind.
So, brief note on status effects for a moment. They can like Darkness Touch is a thing. Darkness Touch applies a debuff that causes darkness, and darkness true reduces accuracy. However, because of so the way that Final Fantasy 1 calculates hits is we calculate total accuracy and then we round it down, and then we essentially apply evade against it. So blindness only reduces your accuracy by, I think, 40. So if you were already super high, it gets reduced by 40 and then gets reduced to whatever evade is anyway. it's one of the least notable status effects in the game, and why the lamp spell has become such a meme is because after level 10, I don't think you ever notice or care about the darkness status effect.
Do it, Ian. Oh, let's say paralyze him, you frickin' wraith.
Paralyze is a bad one, though. Paralyze is hard to get out of.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just not good.
God damn, 60 damage. Damn it. Burn? Burn. Okay. A little bit better. Jeez. Not again. No, we're gonna kill the paralyzer.
If it goes for map strats, we're all gonna have to drink.
Oh, but I already blinded Poob, so Poob might not even hit him. Or Harm 4 goes off right away? That's it? Only 99? You could do so much better than...
To review from previous, Harm 4 is the dollar store version of Fade, which is the dollar store version of Nuke. It does go down over time. Harm 4's accuracy is not great and only works against undead, and I want to say it's less than 80 to 320 damage, because that's the Fade benchmark. But hey, it's something for the Light Mage to do.
That. Shoot. Alright, Poob, a literal shot in the dark?
Or maybe it is 80 to 320.
Oh, he gets paralyzed too. Jesus. And he's at 32 hit points. Cure 4 Poob. Yeah, I'll do it. Haha. This guy. Oh, Jard leveled up. Yay for me. I'm finally caught up. Wait, what am I doing? That's not even the town. It's like further out this way. Alright, you guys got any stuff I can use? Your level 5 spells?
Level 5 spells is kind of a little jam-packed. We've got Life, we've got Wall, we've got Cure 3. Soft is an interesting one. If Soft is low level, and I've got a White Mage for whatever reason, because Red Mage spell slots are kind of usually at a premium, yeah, go for it. I mean, it saves you having to track down one of the two shops that sell soft potions. It's fine. In this level, I would not take it. I would take Life Wall and Cure 3.
Life! Yes, I want that. I'm gonna buy it now. Cure 3, still pretty good. So is Soft.
I want to note real quick that he bought Life immediately, but then left the shop. I point you to his gold total. It's around 16,000. If we find an equally jam-packed black magic shop, then we're going to have to make some decisions. So I really like getting the one thing we definitely super want, but then looking around town to see what else we want to spend money on before we commit to purchasing things. That's a good way to prevent yourself from being locked out of things that you really should have purchased.
Slow 2.
Slow 2 is a meme that I wish to invoke at some point. It's non-elemental, it has the highest accuracy, its notable effectiveness is limited to Kraken 2, maybe Tia 2, maybe a bad Chaos. Yeah. Fast is in the warp slot, which means we cannot learn it until promotion, which is a little awkward because we really, really want it. Quake is one of my least favorite insta-kills because there's an absurd number of things that kind of resist Earth. If we didn't have access to a fire spell, I would take it for undead blowing ups. If we didn't have Nuke, I'd take it to kill Lich. Other than that, it's for $4,000. We can do better.
Quake, Fast, and regular fire. Well, not buying regular fire.
Progress.
Yeah, weapons is fine, but where's your armor shop?
So iron plus 3 armor, pretty really good. I forget what we're hefting around right now on that fighter, but he's taking a lot of damage. So I'm looking at that iron plus 3 armor as something really good. A silver minus 4, that's a lot of money for basically a wooden helmet. Steel minus 5, that's worse than the iron plus 3 for like 100% or like 10 grand more.
Steel armor, a silver helmet, and an iron chest plate.
People in
plus
chat
3.
ragging on me because I'm knocking
Steel
down
minus
Quake
5?
strats.
It sure is expensive.
It's real bad, don't do it. Iron plus 3 is where it's at.
Even just the iron armor plus 3 would help Poob a lot. Like I think steel minus 5 is. I think iron plus 3 just makes it better than steel minus 5.
The math on that is the steel armor, I believe, is 35 absorb. Minus 5 makes it 25 absorb, versus the iron armor starts at 24. Plus 3 makes that plus 6, so that's 30 absorb. So yeah.
There you go. Poob's absorb with a 41. Are you still Dr. Un? Ah, yes, I'm Dr. Un! Ani? Une? Whatever.
I always went with un.
So,
I don't know.
am I... Everyone knows that the bottle...
I forgot that one of the most recent things we did was institute hint NPCs in towns. This is my first time actually seeing this flag in action and is fascinating. I did not know that that was there, and this is a helpful and yet unhelpful piece of information at the same time. It tells us the bottle is in the dwarf cave. Well, we don't have the key, so we don't know if it's in a loose box. And in terms of key item NPCs, we don't know if that's the result of the TNT or the adamant. And it could be true that the bottle is the adamant, and we don't need that to the floater, blah blah blah. But if the TNT is the floater, this is kind of like a red herring help thing, pointing us in the wrong direction. It's interesting. I want to see what he does with this information.
is in the dwarves' cave. Okay. I'm actually gonna write that down. So it's probably gonna be, it has to be one of the locked ones then.
Maybe. In. Bruh, in.
Oh my god.
In.
I forgot the rest back in town. Heal 3! That's fine. Just nuke them?
Question chat, what are unsafe pirates? We have 2 variations of that now. Unsafe pirates now come in 2 flavors. There's pirates that are able to roll into skills, like suddenly pirates with thunder. And then there's buffed pirates that turns them into, like, killing machines. They have, like, 300 health, bonkers attack power, big armor. Their MDef is unchanged, though, so you can still quake them. But don't get in melee combat with buffed pirates. The last time I took them on, it took 2 decently rolling nukes to take out the entire pirate pack. Is hard.
Lightning actually might be better against the Hydra than nuke here, but...
So, let's talk about what is better to use when, because that's an interesting point that he brings up. Hydras are weak to lightning. Does that mean that lightning is better to use than nuke on Hydras? No, and here's why. The bonus damage that you'll get out of Lightning 3 might put it on par or just under on par with nuke, but not surpassing it. And the accuracy bonus to hit with the spell attack might put it kind of similar to or on par, but not better. If you're looking to conserve nuke charges, absolutely go with Lightning 3. It'll do most of the job just fine, probably. But in terms of if we're scared of Hydras and we absolutely have to kill them in one round, go for the nuke. There's really only one elemental spell that if there's a weakness present is better than Nuke, and that's Ice 3. If something is vulnerable to Ice, Ice 3 is actually, it's not significantly better, but it's better. Ice 3 can roll up to 420 damage against something that's weak to Ice versus 400 from Nuke, and I think the accuracy ends up being just a little bit better.
Whatever. Casting Nuke's funny.
Also that.
Alright, how efficient is Heal 3 gonna be in this version of the game?
I don't know, did you buff heals? Nope.
Oh, actually pretty good. Yeah, much better. Awesome.
Although that's worth noting that I believe one of our spell fixes is that we fixed in combat.
Spell at all yet.
Was it heal 3 or heal 2? I don't remember.
Quadruple X from murder.
Yeah, heal 2. That's the one that was bugged.
You can level up. That's it. Uh-oh. Harm 4. Another nuke. Paralyze and poison. Get him.
Harm 4 should blow them all up, because I believe we're operating on vanilla stats here.
I gotta start thinking of what my plan is here.
It's pick on poop day. Yeah, a little bit. Let's actually kind of crack that open real quick. Everything bad in the world seems to be happening to Poob and Jard. Why is that? Well, there is targeting priority in this game. There is a 50% chance that when an enemy attacks or casts a single target spell, so 50% chance to hit the top slot, 25% chance to hit the second slot, and then 12.5% chance to hit the third and fourth slots. That's why you see mages at the bottom, or that's why you see parties being juggled around when there's a grind, and then suddenly a mage is at the top, and suddenly that mage explodes. Targeting priority is why that happens. Targeting priority is a myth. Chat disagrees a little bit. I assure you it's real. I mean, Kraken 2 ignores it, but whatever.
Other than that, it's what, go to the Earth Cave already?
Yeah, Earth Cave's an option.
Chief level up.
Crescent Lake is also an option, though.
I'm so poisoned.
Well, assuming early Sages is on. We don't know the flag set, but
I love these in prices, though. These
in general,
super cheap.
Early items are on.
Shop here, by the way?
No item shop in Melmond.
There's the destroyed clinic, so I can't revive anyone. Wait, y'all don't have an item shop?
Nah, you gotta go back to Canary if you want them heal pots, bruh.
Damn, could've sworn you did. Alright, well, never mind then.
Also worth noting, we've trundled around Melmond enough that
I guess
Zozo Melmond is not on.
Maybe
so I pointed this out when we made the trip to Marsh Cave. I'm gonna point it out again now that we're headed to Earth Cave. Almost every single time I have headed towards a dungeon with no heal pots, I have immediately regretted it. Especially with buy quantity on, just buy 99. It's one action, it's super quick, it usually doesn't cost much, and it's all the safety in the world.
Titan's Cave? Hey sharks. What are you doing above ground?
LOL swamp sharks.
Lightning 3! This is overkill.
Base health 60? I don't think we're ever going to fail to kill them.
Got him. Jard level up! I got 3 hit points out of that deal. Sick! Alright. No one passes this road unless you got a ruby.
So Titan's Trove is not on. Worth noting. So the Titan is where it's normally supposed to be. There is a flag that we generally use called Titan's Trove that shifts the Titan further back in his tunnel so that you cannot pass him if you come in from the Sarda side. Why does that matter? Well, generally the floater is somewhere else, and sometimes we can get there without actually talking to Sarda at all. So you just land the airship over on that side of the cave, go in, take Titan stuff, get out, don't feed Titan at all. Titan has a sad.
There's down there, but I don't got a ruby.
But we get to go fast.
Let me think here.
Map check, drink.
That's gotta be the Earth Cave. Whoa, Man Cat and Catman!
And Cat's already?
Together
Damn.
at last! Ice 3?
Ice 3 will work against Catmen, not so much against Man Cats.
I only did 4 damage to the Man Cat. You're casting Fire 3. Oh boy. How many tents did I have?
Not enough.
Not enough. Oh, 96 to Chief! Ice 3 back? Oh, that's not very good. Better? Die? But Catman's down. Gotta deal with the Man Cat.
Yeah, no, we gotta nuke that.
Heal 3.
I mean, maybe another Ice 3 will pave it over. Quadex.
Damn.
Do they resist death? Do Man Cats resist death? Because
Oh, thank you, Poop.
Man Cats resist death. Alright.
That may not have been a battle we were supposed to fight. Mini.
That's not enough pures.
Oh, not again.
That's not enough tents.
And you're poison?
Now, let's talk good times to reset. You'll hear a lot of talk about hard and soft resets, and that's generally for encounter table manipulation purposes. Hard resets are when you want to go back to the start of the table. Like, regardless of where you are in it, you go all the way back to the start of the table and start down it. A soft reset would just, if you're in an encounter, it would just essentially advance to the spot in the table immediately after that encounter, and then you go from there. Either way, if you ever drop a tent, take 2 steps, get ambushed, that is an excellent time to just mash soft reset, because the only thing that this is doing, it's taking health, it's going to take spell resources to blow them up, it's taking time to do all of that, whereas you could just mash soft reset and just be off to the races again. The rewards from an encounter like this are nowhere near close to being worth actually dealing with the hassle.
Jesus! The physical hits aren't so bad, though, but I don't want to get blasted by another Fire 3. Jard. Jard! Thank you. Alright, ready for this fucking mistake?
Oh, I sure am. Bruh, save. Save. North, southeast, 2 forks.
Oh, no.
Nope.
There's Wyvern. Or Worm.
I did not realize how much basic Enemizer increases the general trash difficulty everywhere.
Now level 10, I'm in. Ooh boy. This is great. I'm having a good time. Oh, I got 2 crits! Yay for me! Worm handled. Boob level up! Ian level up! No.
Level 11 Earth Cave.
Instead of ogres everywhere, you can be worms everywhere. Is that the thing in this place?
Apparently. I mean, this is news to me as well, so.
Triple hit, a poob. Double hit, a Gerard.
Ordinarily, level 11 is enough for this, but this is.
Heals all up.
Who knows?
No.
We saw Mancats outside. I expect to see more in here, maybe some Argoyles. I have a feeling our spell troubles are not over yet.
God damn it. Encounter in here is going to be ridiculous.
So
Alright, everyone heal up.
That's what you get for 1.0 encounter rate,
I try to
bruh.
remember where all the damn treasures are in the Earth Cave. I don't have a ruby yet.
There's no shame in looking at
So I
maps
have the ruby I can
when
give
you're
it to
learning.
Titan
No shame at all.
to get his treasures. Whoa! Poop! Good job.
That, if I recall correctly, ice plus 4 is putting in work. South. North. There we go. That's one of them.
All these scorpions.
Okay.
Poison or not. I want to say they do. Okay.
We're gonna run out of pures in about 2 minutes.
Might you go back to the first city and just buy healing items?
Yep.
Health potions, pures. No! Memes!
Ooh. That's an upgrade for the trap tile.
I believe harm works against them.
Sure does.
I know Fire 3 does.
Sure does.
Oh, heck yeah. This actually might take care of all of it.
Unless harm 4 misses. Yeah. Oh no, it still gets there. Okay.
The ruby's here! Oh, that's awesome! Okay, found the ruby. Mark it. Boom.
So that tells me we do have loose items.
So I can keep going down through this.
Question chat, 1.0 encounter rate equals the normal rate? Yeah.
Give the guy the ruby and grab his treasures. I'm kind of leaning towards just getting him his treasures. Oh my god, we didn't kill.
So, if I'm interpreting this question correctly, so we found first floor ruby. What I feel like he's asking is, do I finish clearing the rest of the first floor before I skedaddle, turn in ruby, do all the other crap? Or do I just leave now? That is probably a more interesting question than he gives it credit for. I would finish clearing the rest of the first floor before I left. However, we're already in kind of a precarious position, so as I'm coming back down out, I would exit tent, go back in, check the bottom 2 rooms, exit again.
Kill a stupid worm. There! Poop leveled up. Maybe I should just... I can do just the first floor. The other ones were... south. Yeah, there's one. Oh, no, wait, this is the stair down. Oh, no, this is treasure. A silver shield -3. More mummies that we can just turn. Throw out a fire 3 as well, just in case. Jard helps. Please live, Jeef. Oh, good night. Fire 3!
Fire 3 might have the potential to fail to kill if it misses. I don't remember what base mummy health is. I want to say it was like...
Jard and Jeef look like they need him.
I thought it was like 80 something. Maybe it's like 60 something.
Burn.
9 mummies is going to be some good experience.
Oh, heck yeah. Delicious. That said, we still kind of need those cures. Just a regular heal. Let me double check the, oh, it's a second silver shield, -3. I already had one. Well, I'm glad I bought it with money.
But now we can sell it for money.
Don't.
Dial 1-800-DUNT. How many pures have we got left? I'm pretty sure we're about to use our last one.
Yeah,
Oh, no, we got 2 left.
Being this low on pures is all the more reason I should get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, fishies.
Hey, his fish.
You're not supposed to show up until way later.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you guys suck, though, and are easily dispatched.
These will be okay experience too. Not as good as the mummies, but still pretty really good.
I think Ice 3 actually might be more effective against them.
So, I want to say they're weak to lightning. In which case, Lightning 3 would be more effective than Ice 3. However, Nuke trumps both of those.
No, lightning. Because like they're fish, but they technically only show up in the river and not the ocean, so they're not actually weak to lightning. Unless they fix that in this game.
The rules on that are more
about normal.
Nasir than anything else.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually weak to it.
And if they're not actually weak to it, then Ice 3 would have been the call. I mean, either way, Ice 3 or Lightning 3, it's
still targeting the
it's basically just a question of how hard we're bouncing the Rebel.
I'm gonna grab a quick group healy. Everyone just get just a little bit, you know, some hit points as a treat. Two crits. Handled. There should be one more here with some treasures. After we kill this worm.
There's only like 3 things on the encounter table on this floor. It's kind of weird.
Just throw up one more heal.
Chat pointing out probably depends on the AD&D enemy that inspired each instead of Nasir logic. I'd buy that.
6 damage, still good. Because that with Poob's attack. Oh, the weak Poob attack. Poob attack! Not quite. That's okay. Melee from here should get that. There we are. Some money. And some money.
Well done avoiding the trap tile in there.
Sure. I don't even want to walk.
Yes.
Okay.
Cast Warp when you're 10. 10.
Ooh.
10.
Medusas.
Ice 3 and then 10.
I'd rather not get turned to stone. So, see you later.
But what if we tented, though?
Please?
This is making me just because we're running around. We just got a key item. We just exited a dungeon. We're not saving, and we're running around all over the place like our hair's on fire. Almost every time I have done this in a race in an attempt to save time, it's cost me time because I've run into something that's just cratered me, and then I have to go back and get the key item again.
Oh.
For instance.
This is such a dangerous place to be.
Tent, brah.
Okay. You know what? Tent. Save the
There
game.
we go. Worth noting that the direction he's heading in, so I can see the rationale for heading in. So he's currently headed east. He's headed back to Melmond, likely over to Canaria, get items and stuff. He's got the ruby in hand. It could just be a short little trek over to Titan's Tunnel, turn in the ruby, get all that stuff over there. The problem is that we are so low on resources that the slog of trying to get through that might be less efficient than just doing it when we come back with full resources, full heal pots, full everything, and just like making it trivial then. Because we're seeing man-cats, and man-cats will destroy us. Who knows what else is in the Titan's Cave just to make our lives miserable. I think in this scenario, in his position, I would also be recommending going back to Melmond and Canaria for items.
Okay, you know what? Since we just got the ruby, we can find out what the ruby is going to give us in the next.
Oh, okay. We made it to the end of the episode. We're making progress. What did we discover today? We discovered that loose items are a thing. At the very least, some things are loose, if not other progression items are loose. We discovered that Enemizer hates us and Earthcave equally. And we got an idea about level 5 magic. It will be interesting to see in the next episode whether or not he actually gets the full 99, because like 99 heal pots, 20 pures, 10 softs, like a bucket of cabins, and then see what we do from there. But overall, I think he's doing okay for his first at bat. So I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna try and crank out another one of these tomorrow, but in the meantime, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.